Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you. My name is Nick and we're going to be playing Monster Muncher on the ZX Spectrum 48K. Now it's nothing to do with the crisps called Monster Munch, this is a Pacman clone. Published by Spectrum Games Limited in 1983. Pacman from the arcades was by NAMCO. There's 10 levels, we're going to do one player because I'm the only person here. So 10 levels from 0 to 9. Pacman, ghosts and a maze, and through every level completed it gets slightly quicker with an extra ghost, I think. So here we go. Interesting, Pacman, the mouth does actually move as you go around. Maze is green, unlike the arcade version, but they have to make it a little bit different, otherwise they might get into copyright problems. It moves okay. It isn't, well, it's sort of Pacman, but it isn't Pacman really. The ghosts are a bit nondescript. It does have the warp gate though, which is quite good from all Pacman clones. It's like a very Spectrum version. I'm quite liking this early on. What's wrong with me? Now, it's going to be interesting to see if anything gets different on the next stage onwards. We've got a power pill there, which means we can chomp the ghost for a limited amount of time. Collect all the dots. Seems to be, rather than one dot in a space, seems to be 4 dots in each square. That's okay. A bit unusual, but it's okay. It was a dead end there. Hopefully we can get off level 1. I think we can. It started off fairly slow. Instead of fruit, we have some odd shapes turn up there. But definitely copied Pacman. It's a Pacman clone, but it's not really playing exactly like Pacman. They should have made Pacman maybe, well, I'll say a different colour to make it less obvious, but it's going to be obvious to just about everyone. I think I prefer this one to Gobbleman, to tell you the truth. Beep. Right, okay, so how much longevity you'd get out of this game, I'm not sure. So on to level 1. Don't know why it didn't start on level 1. It started on level 0. Maybe a coding thing. Right, so looks like 3 ghosts, 4 ghosts this time. Right, so it's gradually getting more and more ghosts, a bit like Horace and the Spiders, I suppose, each time you go round. But Horace and the Spiders is a much more superior game to this one. Right, my tactics of all Pacman games, we played quite a few, is to clear out the bottom level first of all, then gradually work my way up. It seems to work okay. As I say, probably in all Pacman clone reviews, my favourite Pacman game is Pacmania on the Commodore Amiga when it all goes 3D. Also available on the Sega Genesis and Mega Drive 2. Right. Well, the ghosts look like they can use the warp gate. I got a bit trapped there. Level 1. I'm not sure. It seems to be quite generous the amount of lives you've got left. Is that Man 4, it says on the bottom left. So you can be playing this for quite some time. It is addictive. And I think as a kid I wouldn't have been disappointed with this one. I would have played it for quite some time. It's going to get gradually quicker, I've been led to believe. Looks like we got this one done as well, because that power pill is going to get us around. Ghosts don't seem to be chasing you as such. They seem to be just randomly going around. Don't know why it's called Monster Muncher. There's no monsters in this. If you can call a ghost a monster, can you? Is it a crossover? Well, I suppose loosely you can do. Now, a little bit disappointing. The mazes stay in the same colour each time, it seems. No variation there. Same design, same colour. Would have liked it to be a little bit different, but you know, you're working with 48K, so maybe that wasn't surprising really. And it was back in 1983, just 3 years after the Pacman came out in the arcades, and they wanted to cash in quickly, I suppose. But as terms of Pacman clones go, this is probably one of the better ones. Not sure what the reviews were like back in the day. One could argue it hasn't aged particularly well, but I don't mind it. It's okay. Right, now we've just got that top section to do. Let's see how far we can get. It's going to get pretty hectic on the later stages, I think, already. Heaps moving on the screen at the same time. More ghosts you can put in here on later levels even then. Doesn't seem to be slowing down at all, which is good to see. So it's quite cleverly coded. Boom. Now, even if I don't get to the last level, because you can jump into any level you want, if I don't get to the last level, we will do that eventually. Just to see what it's like on maximum speed. Right, level 3. Zipping through here. The maze is exactly the same again. Bip, 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 bip. Is there an extra ghost here? I'm losing count now. 1, 2, 3. There's 5 here. Let's keep an eye on that, and next time see if there's any more. Definitely more than the first ever maze, that's for sure. Could start getting annoying at some point, as it's impossible to complete. They're everywhere, these fellas. Chomp the ghost, they have to go back to the middle to get their coat back, if that's indeed the technical term for a ghost's spiritual body. Bip 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 bip. Come on, well, it's not Pacman, it's the Monster Muncher. They're quite evil, those Monster Munch crisps. I don't know if you're in the UK or not, or how widely they're available. But that really strong flavoured crisps that only a kid can eat. I do remember the pickled onion version being particularly powerful. They could rid a person's eyes of all their water. Level 4. Can you still buy Monster Munch? I presume you can do. I'm not sure how healthy they are for you. With healthy eating and stuff, they might have been wiped out. Different times back then, different times. Right, beep 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 beep. Come on, Pacman. Monster Muncher. What is your favourite Pacman clone? The original Pacman was converted by Atari Soft. That's an official one. I did like that. There's Mus Pacman as well, which is quite good. This one plays very differently to both of those. I'm not sure. I think I probably prefer those ones slightly to this, but this is doing its own thing. You can look at this and think, yep, that's Monster Muncher. It's green. No colour clash anywhere. Animated is quite well. Sound, although repetitive, it doesn't really get that annoying. At least I'm not annoyed by it at the moment. Level 5, halfway through the game. Right, count the ghosts. Is there going to be more than 5? 1, 2... There's 6 of them. Yeah, it is increased by 1 each time. Now it's starting to get a little bit impossible. 6 ghosts. That's just crazy. That never happened in the arcade machine. It's going its own way in the sort of like challenge. The screen doesn't scroll. It's always on one single screen. Unlike the Pacman... oh man, I had no chance there. Unlike the Pacman arcade game. I think level 5 might be as far as we can get, folks. Ghosts don't stay invulnerable for too long. And they quickly regenerate. Sometimes it's good to get the power pill and then don't get them again. Getting a lot of lives here. Man 5. It's going up. Is it? Don't know how many lives I've got then. Plenty. So it's not like 3 lives and you're dead. It does give you a huge chance. So I think you would have completed this quite quickly. I'm already halfway through the game. This is my first go on it. Is it going to man 6 now down the left? No, man 4. I don't know what it's doing then. Bub. Right. Got a very high score here. As I say, 1 to 2 players. I believe it must be turn-based. It must be turn-based if you do that. It is turn-based. Right, how many? 7? 1, 2, 3. Can't count them, they're moving too quickly. I think it's 6 again. 1, 2, 3. There's still 6. There's still 6 of them, but it's getting gradually quicker. Don't say there's a 7th one and I can't see him. Went into the Bagpuss music then. You might not know what Bagpuss is. It's a very old kids show. But Emily loved him. He was like a stuffed bear or something in pink. And still it goes on. Man 4 still. Right, can we get off level 6? We're clearing the top section. Oh, look at that. Right, we're going to do it this time, I'm sure. Right, so there's a power pill. We'll aim towards that. Right, that might give us enough impetus to do the rest of it. Clear this bit out. Right, just up here. Oh, man. 2 dots left. Well, 1 dot, really. Because they might as well be joined together. Oh, come off it, right? Oh. He's not going to do it. Is he going to do it? He might do it. Man 2, whatever that means. That might be surplus. Yes. Level 7 of 9. I think after level 9, it still goes to another level, but it just stays the same then until you're doomed. That's the music to this one. Hang on a minute, there's more go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 7 of them now, isn't there? Ugh. It's crazy town. There's an infestation of ghosts in this place. We desperately need some kind of exorcism here. I don't know how the story come about. There's a maze, there's ghosts, and there's a pack creature eating all the food from the maze. Why? I don't know. There's a crazy backstory somewhere that probably has never been told. There might be Pacman. Oh, game over eventually. Game over. There might be a Pacman the novel out there, maybe. Yeah. Shall we dip in again? Let's do level 9. We just want to quickly show you what level 9's about. Which I'll probably die quite quickly, and then we'll get out of here because we've seen all the gameplay. You knew roughly what to expect here from Monster Muncher. Still probably quite a few Pacman clones for me to bump into eventually. We won't do them all in a row because that would be super boring. We'll just do them every now and again as we bump into them. And eventually we'll say, Nick, you've covered every Pacman clone ever. And I say, yes, that's right. That's why I'm going to have my brain sorted out. Boob. How many ghosts were there? I took my eye off the ball then. There's enough of them. There's too many to count. I need to freeze the screen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I don't know. There's loads and they're moving very quickly. And still no slowdown. And that is an achievement for 1983. The amount of things moving and the action does not slow down at all. That is incredible. I take my hats off to you then. Brilliant. Don't get me wrong, it wouldn't be my go-to game if I had it in a collection, but it's admirable. Game over again. Finished. Didn't last too long there. So hope you liked having a look at that one. I thought it was quite interesting. That was Monster Muncher, published by Spectrum Games in 1983 on the ZX Spectrum, based on the arcade cabinet from NAMCO, Pacman in 1980. Got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro? Then please put that below. You're always more than welcome. A huge thank you to everyone that's subscribed so far. It helps the channel grow and go in the right direction. If you want to help a bit more, there's patreon.com/njenkins. Check out that site just out of mild curiosity if you want to. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.